It's time now for the Beer Chill Morning News on this Friday morning, November 20th, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Friday morning, November 20th, 2015. Here are your news headlines. Here tonight, top three at 7:30 on this Friday morning. Here is Bamako Valley, where at least two government stormed a Reticent Blue Hotel in Bamako, the capital valley, and Friday morning sees 140 guests and 30 staff members as hostages killed at least 3 people. Jonathan Pollard speaks during the interview at the Federal Correctional Institute in Butler, North Carolina, as Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard released from U.S. prison after 30 years. 3 people had known and died when the police raided Wednesday on the hideout of suspects in the last week's terrorist attacks in Paris. The Paris prosecutor's office said following the discovery that inside of the body of an unidentified woman. A threat by the nation's largest health insurance to pull out of Obamacare is on the side of the industry's coordinates against the viability of the federal exchanges, sources close to the industry say. A man holds up in the face North Korean flag during an anti-North Korean rally at a checkpoint at the Grand Unification Bridge, which leads to the tourist village Parmesan, just after the militarized zone separated into 2 Koreas and part of South Korea. In the Republican primary race, an NBC NBC News survey Monday online poll shows Donald Trump as a front-runner spot to himself, with 20% supported among the Republican and Independent vote to lean Republican. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Deployed a extraordinary security measures around Kuala Lumpur on Friday as world leaders are ramped to prepare weekend summits amid French attacks by Islamist militants. Authorities in Kuwait have arrested several people allegedly transferred funded and reporting to members of the Islamic State of Iraq and Greater Syria militant group the country's interior ministry said Thursday. Beijing, the Chinese authorities have acknowledged on Friday that they had killed 20 people suspected of taking part in an attack in Kolban in the country's turbulent western frontier 7 days after news of the kills first emerged. Copenhagen, Denmark. Swedish police officials say they arrested a Nordic Sweden out of a man suspected of preparing terrorist crimes that took place without violence. A Porto and former mayor, two-time felon Buddy Cianci was availed at Providence City Hall, and Cianci couldn't resist to tell the one line and referred to his criminal past. Indiana police reportedly questioned 3 men Thursday in connection with the shooting death of the Indianapolis pastor's pregnant wife. Princeton University will look at removing the name of the former U.S. President Woodrow Wilson from the buildings and the school parkers under the deal signed with the student demonstrators over what they call his racist legacy. Chicago cops shooting video. Frankfurt. The European Central Bank is ready to act quickly to boost anemic inflation in its Eurozone, as President said on Friday, offering the strongest hit yet to the bank will unveil fresh stimulus measures on December 3rd meeting. Tyson Foods U.S. meat processors will report fiscal fourth quarter earnings before the opening bell Monday. The Food and Drug Administration now advises food companies to use terms like genetically engineered instead of referring to genetically modified organisms or GMOs. Square went public this weekend and eat some humble pie in the process. The tech startup, which 2009 introduced food trucks on vendors and have a small business into a little square gizmo you can plug into your smartphone. San Francisco Facebook strategy. Alright, let's take a look at the stock market report here. The Dow. Scientists have glimpsed songbirds stemming their feet at the rapid fire. Tap dancing is invisible to the naked eye. Both male female quarter blues birds bob up and down while singing to their mates. A blind pair of Arcanid discovered in Cajun from a cave in Brazil named for the cave dweller. Column of J.R.R. Tolkien's heirs that are students of Nandamonas, Milago. 12 galaxies have a few stars, but lots of dark matter, the Caltech fire. Simulations showed from predicted distribution stars that dark matter ran the galaxy like the Milky Way. Astronomers have spotted a dim, cool dwarf star, generating powerful magnetic field would have at to come a large millimeter, sub-millimeter array. In a car, new casing walls been found in the library of country declared free of the disease on September 3rd, senior United Nations officials said on Friday. Different species of parasitic intestinal worms can affect them. Whether the next pregnancy of anticipated would be a 9-year study of used hookworms and jet worms to discover how the infection can affect fertility. Coulson is antibiotic antibiotics used as a last resort to the wipe out dangerous bacteria. It's really been kept to the last dragon in the locker when all else failed. Peter Channel News Time is now 7:35. Here's Stammer, sports reporter. Last night, the Boston Bruins defeat the Minnesota Wild at the TD Garden 4-2. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the Garden taking on the Brooklyn Nets. In Los Angeles, Andrew Aguilar Wild Nets up to the court side. The jailbreaking peg remained so with a comeback that felt preordained without regard for some as silly as pressure. Stephen Curry, Morris stayed perfect with a comeback win over the Clippers. Plus, Bryce Harper's heart. Willie the guy wins the National League MVP award Thursday at all. What's talking about Friday morning now? Guys confused by the internet. His third period goal of Thursday night 3-2 loss to the visited Dallas Stars was the 48th for his outstanding career, given the most goals in NHL history by a Russian-born player. Melbourne, Australia. I am Scott Bunking his final whole Friday for 170 to share the lead with fellow Australian Peter Wilson after 2 wins to the Australian Busters at Hunterdale. And we're looking at the stock market report now. Down 4.41 points at 17,732.75. SP 528 1.84. And Nasdaq 5,773.64. Peter Cello News Time, 7:36 here. Start out for a travel report this Friday morning. 95 in the northbound side of the so from Route 4 in North Kingstown area to Route 117 in Warwick here. And then it breaks again from 37 in Warwick all the way out to Route 10 in Crested and 95 on the northbound side. It's slow. From that West Avenue all the way to downtown Providence to the next one. 195 on the westbound side before 95. 95 on the northbound side it is so from Route 6 and 10 connector in Providence all the way to Protected here. 95 on the southbound side it is so from Technology downtown Providence through the next to the 95. Don't matter about Route 1 in Protected, so expect delays here. 146 on the southbound side it is so from Route 50 to Route 95 to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side it is so from 146A to Route 99 here. 95 on the northbound side it's so after 295 and Attleboro all the way to Route 152 to North Attleboro here. 485 northbound get around Route 90 here. 140 on the northbound side a little slow before Route 24 in Taunton here. 24 on the northbound side slow from 495 in Randomere, 95. Stop and go from Route 1 and Sharon all the way to Route 120 in Kenton there. Route 24 to the northbound side. A little slow before Route 93 and 128 in Kenton there. And Route 3 to the northbound side. So from 228 in Rockland all the way up to the Braintree split here. 290 in the eastbound side. And it's slow from Auburn all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. Route 146 northbound so before 290 in Worcester here. 120 on the southbound side, it is so from 28 in Randolph all the way to the Braintree split. South Vincent Expressway at the northbound side, it is so from the Braintree split all the way at the Dorchester, South Vincent Expressway, southbound side, so from the Dorchester stretch here. 120 on the northbound side, it is so from Route 95 in Canton all the way out to Route 20 Waltham here. 495 on the northbound side, a little stop and go around Route 109 and Route 60 to Milford, and then hit breaks again. After Route 85 and Hamilton all the way out to Route 90 Mass Pike in Westbury here. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, and they do so from Route 30 Fairmont Natick all the way out to Newton Corner. Mass Pike in the westbound side, a little slow for Newton Corner here. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, so from Burton Nelson all the way out to the Austin Burton Tolls. Mass Pike into the westbound side, so from Logan Airport to Boston all the way out to South Boston in the breaks again after 93 in Boston all the way out to the Austin Burton Tolls through an accident at Mass Pike into the westbound side before the Austin Burton Tolls here. Route 120 on the southbound side, it is so from 129 in Wakefield all the way out to Waltham here. Route 120 on the northbound side, it is so from Waltham all the way out to Route 3 in Burlington here. 93 on the southbound side, there is slow from 62 in Wilmington to Route 129 and ready there. And then you go hit breaks again from Stoneham all the way out to Somerville here. 93 on the northbound side, so from Stoneham all the way out to Route 128 in Reading here. Route 1 on the southbound side, it is so from Route 60 in Revere all the way out to Route 93 in Boston here. Route 70 tunnel on the southbound side, it is slow. Cali tunnel is looking good here. Route 2 in the westbound side, a little slow for Route 120 in Lexington. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so for Route 60 in Belmont all the way out to the Fresh Pond Parkway in Cambridge here. 120 in the northbound side, so from Route 1 in Peabody all the way out to Route 114 in Peabody here. Do the next to the 120 in northbound and after Route 114 in Peabody, so expect delays here. Route 3 on the southbound side, it is slow from Route 485 low all the way out to Billerica here. 93 on the southbound side, so from 485 to Route 133 in Andover here. 95 on the northbound side. A little slow after Route 113 in Newburyport here. 293 in the westbound side. So from Route 28 all the way out to Route 3 Bareback, we got multiple accidents on every turn back after Route 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire. So expect delays from 293 in Manchester all the way out to Route 114A. 101 in the eastbound side. A little slow before Route 95 in Hampton, New Hampshire here. Spotted turnback a little slow around Route 4 Durham, New Hampshire, and up in Maine, the main turnback looking good from York and Augusta via Pontoner, and 295, it's looking good from Portland to Gardner. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in the MBTA here. Subway system has Silver Line SL5 for minor lanes and disabled bus. Commuter Rail, Middleborough, Lakeville Line, train 010878 from Middleborough, Lakeville, day late today, 10:50 minutes through an early mechanical problem. Middleborough, Lakeville Line, train 003-635 from substation lane today, 30 minutes to the early mechanical problem. But Needham Line, train 602-648 from Needham lane today, 10 to 15 minutes to the early mechanical problem here. And the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chell News Time, 7:41. Time for a weather report here, and hazardous weather outlook. Day 1 today tonight. Heavy rainfall early in the day across eastern Massachusetts without may lead to 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Any higher amounts may lead to urban and port drainage flood in the day 2 for 7, Saturday for Thursday. No hazard weather expected at this time. Here. And look at the radar. Show some spotty rain showers around Plymouth County and stretch around the Cape Downs here, and a lot of moderate to heavy bed rain. A little off Gloucester, Massachusetts. A lot of rain showers off the Massachusetts, stretching off the Severn Maine coast. Here. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, showers before 9 a.m., punch bag before 10 a.m., temperature falling around 50 degrees by 5 p.m. Light variable wind becoming northwest wind 5 to 8 miles an hour more than wind gust high is 24 miles an hour. Chest patient 9%. New pitch provides less than 10 minutes possible. Today, clear skies about 30 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Here for Saturday, both sides skies about 40 degrees. Northwest about 5 miles coming 9 to variable in the morning. So if you go to Milford tomorrow afternoon for the North Lancers boys soccer state final game against the Douglas Tigers, you're going to be here. Bundle up, but it's going to be beautiful. 48 degrees here. For Saturday night, chance of showers may after 4 a.m. Punch bag after 2 a.m. Otherwise, most skies going to about 34 degrees. Left east wind chance patient 30%. For Sunday, chance of showers punch bag before 9 a.m. Otherwise, most skies going to have a 52 degrees and southeast at about 6 miles an hour becoming west in the afternoon. Chance patient 40%. Saturday night, slight chance of showers. Most skies going to about 31 degrees and chance patient 20%. Monday, Saturday, most good skies at a chilly one, high about 42 to about 24 degrees. Tuesday, Saturday, most good skies, high about 43 to about 26 degrees. Wednesday, Saturday, podcast skies, high about 47 to about 31 degrees. And for Thanksgiving Day, most skies, high about 51 degrees. Currently, here, not near 61 degrees, light rain is humidity at 90%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this November 20th, 2015, here on a Friday. Peter Wiggins says, I hope you have a good morning with good Monday to you and a good day.